Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the MCP Majors Season 3 Talk Show. Week number 3 has just come to an end, and what a week has it been. Records were broken and teams proved their worth through booyahs back-to-back out there on the battlefield and absolutely blew our minds. But to blow your minds a little bit further, instead of just me hosting the show this time around, we've got a very special guest today here with us, the one and only Neptune, the Gentleman Garcia.
Such an honor being here in this episode with the legendary AJ. And you were right, AJ. Last week has been a great week for the MCP Majors Season 3. But let's check out what happened, how everything has changed from week 2 to week 3 of this tournament. Looking at the leaderboard right now, we can see that a lot of changes has happened already, especially for those in the middle of the pack. There has been a lot of movement already in the middle of the pack, especially for those of the side of Beta Esports, Bloodyhead, and Orange Esports. And also a few of the struggles coming in for the bottom of the half of this leaderboard, especially for those trying to catch up. But speaking of catching up, I like to point out the tactical index also made a good chance for them to catch up, taking that one booyah from that day and moving up on the scores a little bit, but still there's a lot more motivation from them that can be carried over to their upcoming game.
Oh yeah, absolutely, Neptune. I mean, to think that they might be able to make it through to the grand finals is quite the long shot, because to make it even through to the top 12, they need 199 points. With one more week left to go, it's most definitely going to be difficult. But like you said, man, it is so refreshing to see the fire in the players of Tactical Index that just does not seem to die out. Even when there is absolutely no hope left, they are still showing us the best in the competition, which is exactly what we expect out of all of these teams. But of course, speaking about fire, Do Easy was on an absolute breakout run this week as they scored 4 phenomenal booyahs in just one day. Let's take a look at that.
And talking about the 4 booyahs coming from Do Easy, the strength of the team wherein they really collaborated that well in that game. Wherein the firepower as well as a good positioning and trigger discipline, plus their map awareness for those teams surrounding them really showed us that they are a force to reckon with.
Booyah numero uno was not easy at all for Do Easy. It took quite a lot of thinking as well as devising exactly how they were going to take this fight, because they had the platform, they had the advantage, but all of the other players were already waiting for the ambush right below it, Neptune.
Yeah, definitely. As we saw raise in their takedown Bayet, and I think Bayet was not expecting that. They were just looking in for a fight against Crip Shots, which were below them. And once that is done, I think that is where all the action really happened.
Yeah, but that was a mistake by Rafe as well, because he gave his position away, and the players of Crip Shots, they heard all of those gunshots, right? And Rose, having the Sky in hand, wouldn't take a lot of time to step on up and finish him off, and that's exactly what you guys will see happening. But it was more than that. It was the decision-making of the players of the side of Do Easy, because they had the platform, once again, a disadvantageous position in the final moments of the game, because you have to get off the platform, and with all of the players of Crip Shots already holding it, this was the perfect play. They sent their sniper Bayet in first for the fight to play the game of distraction, and later on, their rusher, the one and only Too Bad, to finish up all of the other players. And finish up did he do. 3 kills in a row to secure booyah number 1, Neptune.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that is how you want to end a game, with 3 kills in a row, and also definitely a big booyah for Do Easy.
Booyah number 2 was all about positioning, and the gods of RNG once again worked hand in hand with Do Easy by giving them the final circles. But of course, it was a combination with the decision making that was just so solid from their side. Together with the Eastern Wolves gang, they both hand in hand sent those Riptide rhythms and broke down the glue walls of Axis, with both teams taking 1 player each for themselves and leaving Vegeta to the demise with the Blue Zone Neptune.
Yeah, unfortunate for Axis Esports, they have been taken too long of a time before they can move forward, as well as the pressure being put by these 2 teams. And there goes the elimination by Axis Esports, wherein we're left with Eastern Wolves Gang as well as Do Easy, where the action really started when Eastern Wolves Gang just went for that whole full man push against Do Easy.
Yeah, Kaisen found Jembal, who made one mistake as he overstepped his boundaries, but too bad, as usual, will serve the team well as he takes down the player on the side of Eastern Wolfgang, who's the furthest as well as closest towards the blue wall, the blue zone, which means instant death. And through then, it was just a back-to-back grenade showdown from the side of Too Bad, as Spark as well as Spade send those special delivery grenades and secure Booyah number 2 for the side of Do Easy.
And let's check out Do Easy's Booyah number 3 as a positioning really that will bring them in a different level. Umbrella Reborn is going in for this rush, but I think Air has made an error of going ahead against this great of a team. And here goes a takedown as well as a follow-up, and Umbrella Reborn will be eliminated, but it will be one Orin that will be taken down as well from below, and Do Easy taking that Booyah.
Let's break down exactly how they picked that Booyah up. You never ever want to put all of your eggs in the same basket, and that's the golden rule, especially in the final circle. That mistake was made by Umbrella Reborn, but not by Do Easy. As you can see, Spade, he broke away from the rest of the squad alongside Jembal. But the one surviving player on the side of Geek Fam proved to be one of the biggest threats towards the end. You'll see exactly what I mean in a bit. Orange uses the hill of Do Easy for cover all the way around and avoids himself getting spotted. And with the blue zone forcing the rest of the players towards him, all he needed to do was pop off with the grenade launcher and get all of the kills for himself. Do Easy hyper-focused onto Umbrella Reborn, and Geek Fam almost secured the Booyah for themselves with the grenade launcher, but the one and only Spade, the one who placed himself furthest from the rest of the teams, managed to spray him down with a UMP and grab the golden orange with a Booyah on it. Booyah number 4, it was in a circle that was exactly the same like game number 2, with the biggest difference, the teams that the team Do Easy was taken on. This time around, it was Blacklist as well as Geek Fam, Neptune.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Geek Fam is already on top of them from one of the previous matches, wherein Do Easy has already taken over one member, but this time it's a 3v3, and it is such a fair game. It's also a position wherein Geek Fam has advantage, but well, let's see how Do Easy just went back and far against this team.
Oh yeah, absolutely, man. Spade, he was already on standby, and he circled around the glue wall, very quickly managed to spray down Exact, and the retaliation by Orange with the mini Uzi was just as quick as he took by it out of the equation.
Yeah, and as we look, the waiting game really happening in there all throughout those maze of glue walls. But when it came down to the 1v1, it's more of mechanical skills and also who had a good position at this point. Whereas Too Bad has already made that point. Thus, the 4th Booyah for Do Easy.
Oh yeah, absolutely, man. The shotgun god himself, this time around with the charge buster, and 3 shots back to back. The first one clips Victory, the second one breaks his glue wall, and the third one sends him right back to the lobby as they pick up Booyah number 4. It was most definitely a stellar day for the Do Easy brand, Neptune.
Definitely. And then there you have it, guys. The 4 Booyahs of Do Easy in just one day. A record breaker for MCP Majors Season 3. And there we have it. As we bring the MCP Major Season 3 talk show to an end, we would like to remind everyone to watch the last week of the league stages in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd of April, 8 p.m. GMT +8, AJ.
And the giveaways most definitely still continue, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. On Friday, you get to win yourselves the Monster Gun Box. On Saturday, the Death's Eye Gun Box. And on Sunday, the final day of the league stage, you get to take away 2 of the fiery M1014 box for yourself. So make sure you are there on all 3 days of broadcast. But that, of course, brings us to the end of the show. My name is the Mustachio AJ.
And I am Neptune the Gentleman Garcia.
And we'll see you survivors out there on the battlefield.